about that, you know.
Did you drop it?
I dropped it.
Wait, you got an iPhone?
No, it's
See, if you would have had an iPhone, you would have had it fixed already. The way Apple works, you know what I mean?
So, just to let the people know who you are, in case y'all don't know and you don't listen to the radio, On Air with Sir is a radio personality with Boom Philly 103.9. He also has his own brand and his own On Air with Sir, and then he has his brand Love on Purpose. This man has been on the radio and in broadcasting for over 20 years, and the show On Air with Sir has been on the air for 8 years.
That's right.
Give that man a round of applause.
Right.
Woo!
Thank you. Can't say enough. Say more.
So, the reason why I invited Sir onto this radio show, I actually tuned into one of his live. You know, on Instagram now, everybody, as soon as you get on to scrolling, everybody that comes on live, if you hit the wrong button, it's there. But I actually went on to his live on purpose. And when I went on to his live on purpose, he was talking about loving on purpose. And to love on purpose is a very important thing, because a lot of us endure and we encounter hate every day. We encounter people that don't know how to follow their dreams, that don't know how to step outside of the box. And so when I heard Sir speaking, it touched my spirit, and it touched my spirit in a way because where he was at that time, I remember being there almost 10 years ago. And he talked about just being able to step outside of the box, being able to try something new and not be scared, to be able to talk about how you feel during that journey, and understanding that it doesn't matter what other people think about you. It doesn't matter what other people consider as success. When you do what you feel is in your heart and on your spirit, then you feel in a different place. And so I want you to talk to the people about who you are, because a lot of people, you know, when people ask me, well, what do you do? It's like, do you want to know what I do, or do you want to know who I am? Because what I do doesn't make me who I am. Who I am makes me good at what I do. So tell the people who you are, Sir. On Air with Sir. Let us know who you are and why you do what you do.
Wow, that was a great intro.
Thank you.
That was a great intro. Who am I? So, I would say that I am love, right? And in a sense of like, you know, all right. So we're all trying to be the best version of ourselves. We're all trying to live by God's standards, or live by, like, the, you know, whatever religious standards you have, or whatever your parents, you know, think the best of you, right? Like, we have this ultimate, like, oh, this is what I need to do.
Yes.
This is who I need to be.
Yes.
This is who I need to follow.
Yes.
But all that really is just love. It's not an actual person or a level of success or something that you can, like, accomplish. It's just walking and talking and thinking love and just being, like, the best version of love that you can be at that time with whatever is on your heart.
Yes.
You know, so, you know, who I am, what I am, I'm love. Love. And then you add a little bit of human to it, and then, you know, you have us.
I like that answer. And a lot of people don't understand how important love is. You know why? Because they've never experienced it. I didn't realize that there's so many people in the world that have never experienced true, genuine love. That might be a smile. It might be someone genuinely asking you, how are you today? Instead of just I'm asking for the politically correct answer and then giving you the auto response. And a lot of people have never experienced genuine love. So they don't know how to receive it, and they don't know how to give it back.
So when was the first time you experienced love?
My mother, when I was a child. And the reason why I didn't know a lot of people didn't experience genuine love because I've always had it. And I didn't understand why people treated me a certain way or thought I had an ulterior motive because I was always positive. I'm an encourager by nature. That's my spiritual gift is encouragement. And so my mom was one of those people that was always happy, and kids would ask me, does your mom smile in her sleep? And so her always telling me that I can do whatever I wanted to do, be whoever I wanted to be, and that I wasn't limited to my circumstances. Being a child and experiencing love, that's my first recollection.
So, what about a experience outside of your spouse or child or family member, or somebody that would have some type of self-guilt for not having love for you? When have you experienced pure love when it's just like that, this person can't benefit, there's just no reason why this person would ever need to do this, this was pure love?
I would say when I went to South America, I was 16. It was my first time ever on a plane, and I went to Colombia, one of the most dangerous countries in the world. And I lived with a host family that was rich. And I had an idea of what that experience was supposed to be. But when I got there, it was the exact opposite. I felt out of place. And so I had a young lady, her name is Christina, and I got my heart broken. And it was my first time ever experiencing heartbreak. I was 16 years old in a foreign country, and I didn't know where to go. She let me go to her house and just hugged me, just talked to me, just basically gave me whatever she could. And she wasn't rich or anything like the family I was staying with. She just gave me a piece of her time, her ear, and an embrace that I needed.
And then, like, what did that, and then how did that change you as a person?
As a person, it changed me because I would say the way it changed me was being able to experience love from someone that doesn't have an obligation to you, to care for you in a way that she did. It allowed me to be open to being more vulnerable with people. As an Aquarius, I'm really closed off, and I'm a private person, so I don't really share things. People don't know when I'm going through hard times. And so it allowed me to be able to be a little bit more open, but only with those people that my spirit felt at peace or comfortable with. Why are you interviewing me?
Do you? I know.
Got deep.
Room got quiet.
I'm like, yo.
Do you feel people's energy without talking?
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's good.
What about you? High vibrational being? Are you a high vibrational being?
Yeah. I think I'm definitely getting to a level of like, well, for me, like I could feel your energy without talking to you. I could already know like what's up, like before you even speak, you know.
Yeah.
And that's a gift and a curse.
It is. I will tell you that it was your energy.
So you wanted to get deep today.
I did.
Yo, I didn't know what I was coming to today.
I
didn't know what I was coming to today. Pearl told me though. Pearl told me, but I never went to someone else's show and they got really deep with me. So this is cool.
Well, I thank you.
This is the first.
I thank you, and I like having first, because one thing is people always like, oh, you're on the radio. That's the first thing people want to talk about. Usually, probably with you is being on the radio, being on FM radio station, or meeting celebrities, or doing different things. I'm an Aquarius. I'm a different type of person. Some people march to the beat of their own drum. I march to the beat of my own marching
I'm gonna
band.
move this out the right
So you can see me?
I can see it.
Sorry, see, we gotta move the studio.
Okay.
But yeah, you know, I march to the beat of my own marching band, and so I wanted you to have a platform to be able to talk about who you are and what's important to you. And so you talk about loving on purpose being your brand.
Mm-hmm.
So why not start with talking about who you are and you being loved?
Right.
it's a perfect introduction. So tell me a little bit more about your brand, because we can talk about your accolades all day long.
No, we don't have to. Love on Purpose I got from this guy, right? You smoke?
Yes.
Okay.
Don't anybody tell anybody that.
So, like, you ever have a bad trip?
Yes.
Okay. And you ever watch somebody else have a bad trip and realize that you went through that same exact bad trip?
Absolutely.
Right.
Out of body experience.
Okay. Right. So I saw somebody go through a bad trip, and it was the same bad trip that I originally went through. And it was like watching it was like, this is so weird to watch. And I'm watching this shit like a movie. And he's like panicking, he's like, I'm gonna die, like, right? And I'm like, yo, I remember when I said that, right? And he's like, Trump is gonna kill us all. And it was like, yo, I remember that same thought, dog. Yo, this is crazy. Anyway, like, and this might be a little sick. This might be sick. But while he was on his trip, I was like, yo, I ain't go further than this. Let me see what else he gonna do now, right? Like, cause I need to know, like, what was further in that trip that I didn't, that I wasn't thinking about. Anyway, so I like started asking him like random ass questions just to make sure we was on the same, you know. And then I said something like, yo, what are we supposed to be doing? Something like that. And he was like, this love on purpose. And when he said that, I was like, it was just a deep moment for me, because it was like in one split second, because I kind of believe in like quantum physics, but it was like in one split second, it was like the quantum law jumped into play of giving me something that I wanted so instantly. So it was like, And then like when I was like, yo, what are we supposed to be doing? It was just like everything stopped. And he was like, I'm like, yo, the next words out your mouth is everything, okay? Whatever he would have said after that, it would have been a wrap. If he would have been like, go kill everybody, I'd have been like, oh shit, no! But no, the next words out of his mouth was like, love on purpose. And I was just like, damn, that was deep.
That was deep.
Like,
You weren't expecting that.
deep. Like, yeah, so after that, I was like, yo, I'm still in that. And and that was that.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that, because you know,
And yo, I'm sorry. I
Go
gotta say one more thing. He said something that was super deep that I actually never like share with anybody.
we got
He was
exclusive.
He was like, oh man, I almost forgot. I gotta stop smoking. Oh, he said we're all connected through our ancestors, right? But the way he was saying it was like we're all one. I mean, well, obviously we know this, but we're all one, but we're not like all different beings. Like we're all one being, and we're like all connected, and we share information. Like he was like going into like all this deep stuff, and he was like, the way that they really trick us is by us just not knowing our history.
Right.
Like, because you don't know certain stuff that comes through your line of information that they blocked off somehow, you know, that's where they really get you at. And I was just like, mind you, this is somebody that's going through something right now. I'm like, shit, this nigga's on to something. He's on to something. Yo, but you want to know what the trip was? Wait, so let me ask you a question. Like, do you remember your trips? Like, do you remember details of your trips?
No, I can't tell you. No.
Okay.
I do remember hearts pounding.
Okay,
like,
let me ask you a question. Has any? All right, wait. Who else has had a bad trip? Okay, 1, 2. Anybody else? 1, 2. Any other bad trips? No, never.
Nah,
Never.
nah, that's all been beautiful.
1, 2. Okay, all right.
No,
All right, cool. So like 4 or 5 people. So like 4 or 5 people. All right, so 4 or 5 people. Has anybody ever had this trip? Yo, don't judge me. Yo.
No judgment here.
Don't judge me.
Everybody that knows me, there's no